The multimedia group continues to dominate the media space in Ghana and West Africa as the 23rd edition of the Ghana Journalists Association Awards took place over the weekend, seeing the group rack up over 10 awards. 6 members of the JoyNews team picked up 7 awards, with Chief Executive of Multimedia, Kwesi Chum, also being honored.
It was once again a night where the multimedia group glittered. 60 members here at JoyNews scooped 7 awards for their outstanding works over the period under review. And fresh from winning big at the West Africa Media Excellence Awards earlier this month, Seth Kwame Boateng picked up the award for Best Feature Story Radio category. His groundbreaking special assignment, Next to Die, which resulted in the construction of a new mother and baby unit at the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital, won him the Television Health Report of the Year. He was full of praise for the entire multimedia team.
I'm feeling great, and we won. And I'm happy that Team Multimedia showed really well. We won big, and we thank God.
Other team members, multiple award-winning Joseph Opoku Gakpo's story was adjudged Best in Agriculture Reporting. Jojo Kobna's Dangerous Right to Deliver story, in which the crew's intervention saved a mother in labor on the verge of losing her life and her baby at Pandai, won the Best Rural Report. And he says, watch out for more impactful stories.
We're just not going to stop. I mean, we have so many stories that we are chasing, and the whole essence is not winning the awards, about the impact, touching lives. And so that is our prime focus, and we are not going to relent. We are going to continue doing that.
For his television report on human rights with focus on child protection, Ernest Manu was honored. Unlike the others, this was his first, and here he was expectedly grateful.
I am super excited. It is my first award ever. I am grateful to God, and I'm sure that it's going to spur me on to do a lot more, especially about children.
MyJoyOnline.com's David Ando was adjudged Photojournalist of the Year for the 3rd time running, while Latif Idris's works on illegal mining were recognized. Adom News editor Ace Ohene picked up an honorary award for a veteran contribution to media excellence, while Chief Executive Officer of the Multimedia Group, Kwesi Chum, was also honored. City FM's morning show host Bernard Avle was adjudged Journalist of the Year 2017. He takes over from Peace FM's Kwame Sefa Kai, who won the same award last year.
Journalism for me has always been a passion and not a job. It's always been something I love to do with my time. It's not because of what I'm paid. I think I was born to do this job. Most of the journalists who work in your station, they are like that. Give your best. Somebody's watching. Somebody's always listening or watching, who's capable of rewarding you without you knowing. So you may work for many years and nobody recognizes it, but eventually your hard work will pay off.
In all, 10 awards on the night for the most credible, most influential, most impactful media organization in the country. Huge congratulations to the team, and keep setting the pace and, of course, holding high an enviable standard.
And the man in blue there was also the MD for JoyNews, and we had Santok Ramsingh there, but also at the event was the Chief Justice. And Sophia Kufu, who was guest speaker at the awards, said she is shocked at the mixed reactions by opponents and proponents of the decision by KNUST authorities to convert all mill halls into mixed halls. The decision has been opposed by students and alumni, leading to a violent demonstration that resulted in the eventual shutdown of the university last week. Madam Sophia Kufu observed that it is important not to lose sight of respect, especially in handling of issues concerning gender rights.
We must also never lose sight of the importance of simple respect, because respect goes a very, very long way, and particularly in the handling of issues concerning gender rights and gender politics. Last week, there was an occurrence that stirred up a lot of issues concerning gender. And I was surprised listening to the radio, reading the newspapers, I was surprised at some of the sentiments and the passion with which those sentiments were expressed by one side or the other concerning mixing of genders in halls.
Well, before that event, though, Multimedia's Seth Kwame Boateng on the Saturday of just this weekend was honored on the Ghana Peace Award for his role in the documentaries that he produced to broker peace in Nankpanduri in the northern region of Ghana. A protracted chieftaincy conflict in that town saw many killed and 100 others maimed. A documentary by Seth Kwame Boateng in the heat of the conflict, titled Bloody Land, according to the chiefs, forced them to stop the killings. Yesterday, the chief of Nankpanduri, Na David Kansok, paid glowing tribute to Seth Kwame Boateng for helping them realize peace.
Seth Boateng Kwame. Deputy Editor, Multimedia Group, Ambassador Extraordinaire, Media for Peace Award.
Seth Kwame Boateng's documentary during the heat of a protracted chieftaincy dispute in the northern region town of Nankpanduri was enough to cause a ceasefire. Chief of the area, Na David Kansuk, said Seth Kwame Boateng's contribution was a huge influence in calming heads.
One particular person that is in the name of Seth Boateng. This Seth Boateng, you know what he did? He said Nankpanduri was a bloody land. And this didn't go down well with me at all. But sometimes it's good to see the facts, just as you see it. That's what Seth Boateng said, that Nankpanduri was a land of blood. So this gingered me up. This Seth Boateng of JoyNews. This man, I don't know, he has been so helpful.
Seth Kwame Boateng, who was humbled by the recognition, pledged to do more.
I'm also grateful to the chiefs and people of Nankpanduri. It is my town. I love that town. Yeah, I love Nankpanduri. And I'm happy that based on the documentary Bloody Land, I know it wasn't in a good taste. I remember the number of times you called that, change the title. And I said, yes, it's a bloody land. And I'm happy I was able to tell the truth. And the truth set us free. And we are free today. I remember the day I got to Nankpanduri, maybe if I didn't tell you, it was curfew hours and I was arrested. Yeah, because I had reached curfew. I got there after 6. But I say, yeah, I'm here to do the job, so I don't care. I was released a few minutes after. We did this to help promote Mother Ghana, we need peace in Ghana. And I pray that the media will be able to do some of these things to highlight the need to ensure that we promote peace wherever we find ourselves.
A media company in Ghana, Corporate Peace Award, Multimedia Group. Welcome the Multimedia Group.
The Multimedia Group was also honored for allowing the platforms to be used to promote peace. Managing Director of Multi TV, Santok Singh, received it on behalf of the group.
I would like to say thank you to the award committee for awarding Multimedia Group with this award. Indeed, JoyNews, as one of our TV channels, has been working hard in ensuring or exposing issues that are facing us on a daily basis. So this was another project that was embarked by Seth Kwame Boateng himself to highlight the issue that we face. And whenever we highlight the issue, it's not only that we want to highlight the issue for as it is, but the objective of us when we highlight the issue is always so that we can solve the issue and give a solution to it.
Well, congratulations to everybody around the multimedia group, especially the management and, again, Seth Kwame Boateng, a hard-working gentleman. But let's move on. 4 policemen are reported injured after their crowd control vehicle rammed into a fleet of stationary vehicles at a garage here in the capital. More than 15 vehicles at the garage near the Accra Girls Senior High School were severely damaged. The driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle while speeding on the Accra Girls Jowulu Junction and slammed into trees and barricades in front of the garage. JoyNews Komladum was at the scene and filed the report.
At a car garage close to Accra Girls on the Accra Girls to Jowulu stretch, we've seen a formed police unit armored vehicle reportedly ramming into about 20 saloon vehicles right here in the garage, destroying many of them beyond repairs, according to what the managers here tell us. I'm going to be speaking to some of the managers here at the garage to tell us the extent of damage.
It's okay cars, I say, more cars, about 5 cars, but we are almost 5. Yeah, in fact,
I got here to realize the crowd control vehicle had destroyed almost 20 vehicles. Some are beyond repairs. The police have been here. I have 5 cars. They've all been affected. And these are modern vehicles. They cannot be repaired, looking at the extent of the damage.
Screens near Dina Apapaya, de how Abba. Empire was a albino. And I said, police for no bit me, I can come home with my boy. Nadia was a among women in Sakano, inside me, I cannot.
We say carway, any carway. If we throw like as normal, blow Musarino, blow Sarino, ping.
The car was speeding with the sirens blaring. Some of the policemen were injured and they've been taken to the hospital. All the cars here are damaged. We are told the police officers, Deputy Inspector General of Police was here with his officers to, ascertain at first hand exactly what happened. We understand that some of the individuals from this accident were injured.
It's called that one of our vehicles has been involved in an accident on the Jowulu Road called Ebony Junction. So we quickly mobilized our men. We came here and I've seen it. We are almost done with the exercise. Yes.
And what does your assessment reveal from coming here?
Oh, for now we can't assess anything because I came to the scene of accident. We are yet to visit the victims at the hospital before we listen to them, before we can say anything about what actually caused the accident.
Well, let's take you to the Eastern region, and residents of the Krabwa Kota district are crying over the bad road network in the area. School children, farmers and other road users who ply the Nsawam to Kota Road have been cut off for over 3 weeks following a torrential rainfall that eroded the already deplorable road. Massacre visited the Krabwa Kota district and has come through with a report.
Krabwa Kota district is the only district in the eastern region without tarred roads. The mainstay of the people is farming. Residents are engaged mostly in pawpaw, cassava, cocoa and plantain cultivation. All the major roads leading to the districts are in deplorable condition and not motorable. Farmers and road users who ply the Nsawam to Kota stretch of the road were cut off for 3 weeks after a downpour. Residents say the produce are rotting in their farms as a result of the nature of the road. Vehicles using alternative routes to the district have also increased their fares. For instance, travelling from Nsawam to Kota used to cost 4 cedis 50 pesewas, but now drivers take 9 Ghana cedis. They want government to fix the road as soon as possible.
My stepfather is a farmer and he farms and transport the goods to Nsawam to central market. And when the road is not good like this, he cannot bring out his goods to the market.
Because of the bad road, we are all here since 4 days ago. We are all repairing the road so that passengers can come and then buy our food stuffs for us. Because here, our main work here is food stuff. Farming is our main job here.
Some residents are accusing the Member of Parliament for the area, Aye Pei, and the District Chief Executive, Florence Governor, for neglecting them.
Asabi, anka problem in crown po buying, anka ha some man, and I said this in Pombra and often in Pombedek, and Becha, you who be I, Obiama, and I'm so many rough road be. I almost say 1 hour bonquia to Suhumuntin, 1 fee and have him, and we're trying our.
District Chief Executive for the area, Florence Governor, gave this response.
I called the contractor yesterday. He promised to come by the close of this week or early next week. So I continue to say everybody should exercise patience. Patience is the whole of everything.
And before we go, students of the Kumasi Technical Institute, they have apologized to the Ghana Education Service and school authorities for what they admit was a bad behavior over their attempt to demonstrate. Well, Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei-Mensah and the Ghana Education Service officials intervened amid security deployment to halt a planned rioting. It was in protest of management decision to have final year students write the examinations in the dining hall instead of the normal classrooms. Student Representative Council President Samuel Opukweje led the delegation to present the apology letter to the Ashanti Regional Director of the Ghana Education Service. Nana Sensu-Mensah brings us the latest.
In a sudden show of remorse and perhaps patriotism, the students preceded the ceremony with the school's anthem. KTI students who have over the years been noted for violence have hardly been seen in apologetic demeanor. They explained the botched action was wrongly premised on miscommunication between them and the school authorities. Here is SRC President Samuel Opukweje.
We are here this afternoon to apologize for what happened yesterday. And this apology letter, we've taken it to the Regional Minister for Ashanti Region and then the Regional Director of Education for Ashanti Region as well. And we have taken it to our principal, Madam Elizabeth, and they have accepted it. And we want to also apologize to the entire nation for what happened. Okay, I read. The part-time level 4 students of Kumasi Technical Institute render an unqualified apology for what happened yesterday. We deeply regret our actions and humbly plead with the Institute to forgive us for whatever we have caused them. And we promise that anyone who is going to misbehave, we are going to give him up for him to be dealt with by the school rules and regulations.
Principal of the school, Elizabeth Andromensa, and the regional SRC coordinator, Raphael Sarkodie, took turns to admonish the students against violence.
That my doors are open. When they don't understand anything or they have any problem, it's better they come to me or meet any of the management for discussion instead of them taking to whatever means that they want. So I've advised them.
Simply would say, see, our philosophy as a council has always been emancipation of students through dialogue and a philosophy of nonviolence. What we believe in is that students should use the lay-down channels, lay-down procedure to get their grievances known to authorities. I mean, if they had used the lay-down channels, we wouldn't have even gotten here at all.
Reporting for Joy News, Nana Sensu-Mensah.
And that's it for the latest news updates. But we have more news. We will be looking at the newspapers. We have a couple of them in the studio. We'll look at the front and back pages of the newspapers. We'll look at myjoyonline.com, and then we'll bring you some online portal stories as well. And then you will know by now that the chairman as well as the owner of Leicester City has been confirmed to be involved in that accident. It was a helicopter clash over the weekend after the match of Leicester City. A very sad incident there. We have other stories as well. There's also a reported plane crash in the city of Indonesia, and so we'll bring you the latest from that city being reported out of Indonesia, and we'll bring you whether some of the debris have been found of that plane crash. The plane apparently plunged into the sea or the coast just around Indonesia. So we'll bring you the latest. Please stay with us.